a pipe, she flies to the motherland, or sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly.
Hey everybody, it's Perez, joined by Ed Sheeran, who made me this really cool Lego superhero. Well, he's not really a superhero, this is Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor, yeah.
Now, we were talking before we began filming that you make these before shows?
Yeah, I usually make them before shows to kind of take up the time, and then I'll give them to a fan afterwards, usually.
Have you found out if these ended up on eBay yet? I would imagine.
Not yet.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, they kind of end up on fans' mantelpieces.
I feel very lucky to have one, and of course, you have a song called Lego House, and a video which you were barely in, which had Rupert Grint in it. So you're in America. You've been here a bit now. How long have you been here for on tour?
Since March the 27th. It's been like the full tour, but I've been kind of here and back since the beginning of January.
And have you found that your fans here are any different or the same, or what are they like in the US as opposed to like in the UK?
Very similar to the UK. The fan bases tend to be different in places like Germany and Japan and stuff like that. But I think when it's a largely an English speaking audience, it tends to be quite similar. So it's very similar to Australia as well. Yeah.
And now you're going back to the UK. I don't remember the exact dates, but you have a big tour in the UK. That's in the fall, I think.
Yeah.
What are you doing in the summer? What are your summer plans, Ed Sheeran?
Festivals. And then going in August is all of Australia, September's US, and then October, November is Europe, and then back in the US in December.
And while you're on the road, are you writing? So
Yeah.
for the next EP or album or whatever you're gonna do?
Yeah, I've done around 20 new songs for the next album. I've been writing quite a lot with the Snow Patrol Boys as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you've been on tour with them. Had you collaborated with them before?
No, I knew them before, so yeah, I was kind of friends with them, but I've never written a song with them, so it was good.
Now, one of the things I love about your story is that, how old are you now?
21.
21, still so young, but you've been releasing music and you were doing it independently since you were 15 or 16. How old were you?
First CD I released was 14.
14.
Yeah.
But then, this is what I'm curious about, and we haven't spoken about this before. You were doing that for a while, and then there seemed to be a moment where it kind of hit critical mass in the UK. What was that moment, or when did it shift from like you just kind of releasing it on your own to like all of a sudden a lot of people paying attention?
It was kind of radio play when I started getting radio play. I mean, I'd kind of amassed a small fan base in good tour, probably the biggest venue I could probably headline was like a 300 capacity venue, and we were doing like 20 or so shows around the country, which sold out. But then as soon as radio started playing me, it started.
And they just played you. You see, that's one of the reasons I love the UK though, because if you're when they started playing you were still unsigned, or were you? Yeah.
I'm out of sight, I'm out of mind. I'll do it all for you in time. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now.
Now, one of the also awesome things about you is you don't need anything other than just your guitar on that stage. But sometimes, like when you've been in America, do you get lonely? Do you wish you had a band with you?
I've always got my tour manager, and there's always someone from the label, and my manager's on tour now. So.
But when you're touring in the UK in the fall, you'll have a band with you?
No.
No, it'll just be you?
Yeah, I've done three gigs with a band, and I did that last year, and it was fun. But for me, I've been playing solo since I was 14, and I don't really know any different. So.
Wow.
You know.
On your main headlining show, how long of a set? I'm just curious because it's not that common for an artist to just do the entire show just by themselves. Like, how long of a set will you do, or do you do?
2 hours.
2 hours just by yourself?
But the thing is, if you think about how much...
Which is awesome. Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, wow, that's different.
But if you think about how much money people put into their bands, and if you were to take all that money that you were going to put on a tour, like we've done 25,000 tickets in London, so like that kind of scale tour, and you put all that money that you were going to put on a band into your production, your lights and your videos, you can make the set even more awe-inspiring, if that makes sense.
Now, your songs are also very wordy. In concert, do you often, rarely, or sometimes forget your own lyrics?
The only time I forget my lyrics is if I'm watching someone in the front row singing back to me, and if they mess it up.
Oh!
Because then I'll trip up, because I'll be like, oh man, I'll start kind of looking at them, mouthing what they're doing, and then if they trip up, then I'll trip up. So yeah, I'll kind of stop doing that.
Kind of being much more famous now, you get some groupie loving. Is that fun?
No, I've always been in long-term relationships for the whole of my life. Yeah. So
still now?
Not so much now because I'm kind of away, but we're not in any place long enough to do that. We kind of leave after every gig, so.
Oh, you can always find something.
One day. I think when I get a little bit older and settle into it a bit more. But I'm a newbie on the scene. I don't want to mess it up yet.
I don't know. I think we covered a lot. Anything else we didn't talk about?
Album comes out June 12th.
Oh, album in America comes out June 12th. Well, let's talk about the album. It's called Plus.
Yeah.
What's the meaning? I mean, that's such a boring question, but let's talk about it. What's the meaning behind Plus?
I mean, my kind of jokey answer now is, most people start a series of albums. Adele's got the numbers and I've got the figures. So yeah, that's my new answer. But the old answer is a bit long, and it's just about positivity and stuff like that.
Is there going to be any different new music on the US release?
No, I was considering that, but I think, I made a full body of work that I was happy enough to release in my home country, so I should be happy enough to release it here. So yeah, the next new music that people will hear will probably be early next year, I reckon. But I'm gonna push the album that everyone else bought over here as well.
Well, good. Well, I've had the album for a while, but I encourage you all, if you haven't bought it when it comes out, it is a great body of work. It's really more than just about one song. It's about all of these great songs together. So get it, and we'll see him in the fall when he comes back.
Definitely. Thank you.
Bye. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Sells love to another man. It's too cold.